this is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostyn and Cam Water.
It's motorsport, but not as you know it. Test yourself and your everyday road car. Safe, affordable, but most of all, fun. And all you need is your daily driver. Experience the thrill of a sprint day. Race against the clock at a hill climb. Or test your reflexes with an auto test. It takes just 3 simple steps to get started. Get on the start line. Search Motorsport Australia Daily Driver today.
Fishies in a row. They're here to make a point and to do Eddie proud. They fan out in the background as they come down to turn 1 for the first time. It all looks pretty good, 2 by 2. We'll stop the camera here. Oh, Eddie would be proud, mate. That was awesome run around turn 1. But, oi! Contact with the fishies!
He's made it through. It doesn't look like Angus has made it, but Thomas Freeman's made it through, and Angus is going to suffer the crowd coming through there to be able to turn his car around.
I love riding. It's a real social thing. There's a great bond between riders.
Every weekend I look forward to getting out there. It's a freedom like no other.
Riding to work is a great way to start the day.
Shannon's insure all types of road bikes, not just classics. They offer features riders really want. It's why they're one of Australia's leading motorcycle insurance providers.
Whatever you ride, whatever you ride,
Whatever you ride.
ride with Shannon's.
Call 134646 for a quote.
And they are off. It was a good start from Dylan to Bono. I think Phil Vella got a great start there in the background as well. You can see already cars going 5, 6 wide as they're trying to find any semblance of space. They come into T1. So far we've got 2, 3 wide as they snake down. There's Michael Culture that's got around Dylan to Bono. A couple of cars going wide there. Was that a bit of contact in the back? Scott Pocock caught up in that, I think, there, buddy. But it's Michael Cullajar's got past, so Dylan...
light is coming out and we're about to get going, and we have a green light and a very slow start for the 86s, but they are moving out there on the grid. It would be very interesting to see exactly which driver can capitalise on this first lap. Just go through the grid. Look like Jamie Christensen had a really awesome start to get ahead of Dylan DeBono, and Doug Gowage also jumped his teammate as well, so unfortunately Dylan stalled the car a little bit more than what he preferred. But
Weekend in, weekend out, Motorsport Australia officials are making waves. From waving flags, waving cars through pit lane, or responding to a wave for help. Wave hello to new lifelong friends. Who knows, you might just make waves around the world. Ride the first wave. Search Motorsport Australia officials today.
Still great classes of car, and if you are able to, if you're coming up the ranks on iRacing through the licenses, it's a fantastic sort of laneway into prototype driving, going from that GT3 up through the prototype classes. As the safety car pulls in and we get ready to go green as we come up towards the line. Edwards, Hasler, who's going to get the jump down to turn 1, or will any of the fishies, any of the piranhas in behind them, assault them down towards
green and they're off.
First lap. Let's go here.
We've always had a few cars. They're all special. The T-Bird.
Oh, that's mine.
The Combi for when we want to get away. The XR8.
It's going to be a classic.
They're all insured with Shannon's.
We've also got Shannon's home and contents cover,
which helps protect our automotive collectibles, tools and memorabilia in the home and garage. If you're motoring enthusiasts like us, it's got to be
Shannon's.
Shannon's, insurance for motoring enthusiasts. Call 134646 for a quote.
This is amazing. It's clash heads again. This is like Chaz Mostyn and Cam Waters. Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanek and Jamie Dyson just absolutely drove away from us. Hayden trying to go around the outside. This is where he could have just sent it up the inside, but he hasn't committed, which is fair enough. Very scary out there, ladies and gentlemen. Now let's see if he gets a good run. Dodds just absolute thinker, but it is a really nice move. Blake Delaney had to move out of the way.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sim Racing World TV. And welcome in to another round of the F1 Shadow Series here in between Season 2 and Season 3 of 2024. I'm your commentator here tonight, Hamish Munro, joined again by Steve Sinkovic for the first time in a while, Sinker, on a Wednesday for F3s. Unfortunately, Cowie is ill tonight. We give our best wishes to Cowie, of course, and hope a speedy recovery and we get him back in the booth soon. But F1 action out at Red Bull Ring, Sinker, one of my favourite circuits, a circuit that you're not so sure on. I think tonight we should be on for some good racing nonetheless with some... the first time we get to go racing here in these cars.
Yeah, there'll be some epic racing. The boys out there do an epic job on this track. It's more... I just personally don't like it.
Yeah, can't get away from the spins that happen off the exit of turn 1, isn't that right, Sinker?
No, especially when you see a pink salmon thing go flying past your screen just then.
We have sprint round action to come here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is the round 11 of the F1 Shadow Series here in between our seasons. We have 2 of these rounds to occur in between the season. In fact, tonight at the Red Bull Ring and next week out at Silverstone. It'll be a nice little preview for us for next season of how some new drivers may line up on the grid, how some old favourites returning to the grid could do as well as how the drivers who won their championships in the amateurs and the pro-ams go in their new classes, namely in Timothy Schmalenberg in the pro-ams and Sam Katakazinos up in the pro class as well. I think end of last season, super chaotic, Sinker. It was absolutely phenomenal to call once again, and I think we're going to be on for an even better season ahead. Of course, this season's going to be the precursor to the special event we have coming up in September with GSRC, where it's 20 best of our drivers and the 20 best of their drivers to race head-to-head at a circuit for one night only. So it's going to be an incredible event to come, but we have got a full season ahead of ourselves. But before we worry about next season, we have some F1 Shadow rounds to get through. So I think, when they move to sprint round action here at this circuit, it seems to have worked in real life, hasn't it, Sinker? I think it actually created some quite exciting racing, especially at this track.
Yeah, look, I think I love the F1 Shadow Series we've got. It just gives that little bit of extra fun. It's a shame that not all the tracks are on there, because then it would be like an epic thing just to have as a separate season all year round. But yes, very cool. There's that pink car flying around at the moment again in the background. But it's going to be epic. It's not one of my favourites. I actually like this in the 86s, but I like the short one where it cuts out to the right before you go down the hill. Where that's sort of my favourite part of this track. But it is always open to some fantastic racing and a lot of close racing. So fingers crossed. There is already 22 cars on track. So there's a few people that can't make it tonight because of work. That like one of my crew, Mitch, is not home, so he's gonna he's out house hunting at the moment, so he's not gonna be racing. But Jamie Davis has joined the boys in the F3s, so he's trying to check it out and see what it feels like. He's keen to have a go this season.
Yeah, and I look forward to seeing how Jamie does in this championship. He looked to have been struggling a little bit in practice leading into this race, but I think tonight it's going to be a good precursor for him, a nice little challenge. He comes off his little break from R&D research, of course, and I'm interested to see how he's going to go. We know he's got some pace in the 8.6 and in the supercar as well. And hopefully he can pull it all together here tonight and find some pace in this car too. We'll see if he's good enough in every car that we offer in SRW.
Yeah, you've got the wrong file there, mate. There's another one. I probably maybe haven't given it to you, but that's all right. 13 people watching. Good to see people come and watching a event which is not really promoted as part of the league event, but just something casual and fun that we do all the way through the series. I think that Jamie's going to struggle for a little bit till he can get a hold of the downforce and how to tackle the downforce through corners and and how to, keep the foot to the floor where you can, where you can't, where the edge is. So he's going to have a bit of fun finding that. But as you can see, coming out of the pits straight away is the boys from names escaping me already.
Carlins of Velocity Sim
Yes.
Labs as well.
Yeah, they're already out and about having a bit of fun, and they're going to show some dominance in this tonight. I think there's no De Bono tonight. Tyler Sheaf is here. The old fart, Mr. Darren Fahey is here. He's back to the track, which is good to see. Hopefully he comes out and has some fun. I think he's very keen for this season. I saw he was one of the first few to sign up for the F3 new series. We've got season 3.
Well, I look forward to seeing how some of these drivers do, namely big return into the series. Scotty Barton back in for Valve Esports after a couple of seasons away. He gets a first crack at the SF24, so I look forward to seeing how he does. He's had some great performances in the past in the old F3. We'll see if he can bring a challenge to that top 3 teams battle now. Last season it was, the narrative was all about Carlins versus Velocity Sim Labs, and then Pace Syndicate just kind of snuck in, took the title, and now they're one of the favourites for the upcoming season as well.
Champion's not there.
Yeah, he's not. Dave Roberts not out there tonight. Neither is Katakazinos, and neither is Tim Schmalenberg. So none of our champions for season 2 are out on track here tonight. But we'll see how a lot of these drivers do as David Gallo leads his teammate around for the first time, and they start their first flying laps here. Jack Anderson out on track once again. We got Scotty Barton. He's in a bit of a black and red seems to be the colour of choice for this car, I've noticed. Quite a few cars are running this colour scheme.
Well,
in this
we
race.
go for all colours. Dean chose the salmon colour tonight. But I've got in my team SRW, I've got Mitch Noble in the green outfit, Josh in the grey, and Davis in the blue. Dean is in the red. So they're the colours that I give my boys for each one of their cars. But whenever I design a new colour scheme, the background colour is always those, so people know who they are, where they are. Makes it a bit easier. There he is. He's finally got his red going.
He does indeed. He finally has
taken him a whole season.
Yeah, it's only
I had to reset
taken him a whole season
just to make sure that he had it. Well done, bro. And you should have heard the technical support that Hamish was giving him. I think it was right around my son's level, at 4-year-old level. It was perfect. Dean understood every word for a change.
Oh, you just have to speak to them. I find that speaking to someone who doesn't understand IT is like trying to speak to a drunk person. You got to treat them like they're 3. Very, very pointed and direct instructions. So then they understand what you're talking about. Darren Fahey, you mentioned him. He's got top of the time sheets.
All the time.
Well, I mean, maybe that's why it works out so well between the both of you. You just got to talk to him like he's 3 all the time. Darren Fahey, you mentioned him. He's already gone top of the timesheets with a 124.0, but we do expect the times to come down as they were around about the 22s during practice. So these will not be reflective of the true pace of these cars, and we will see them get faster and faster throughout this session, as we are only 3.5 minutes in of our 15-minute quali. But importantly, sprint round action means they will get cut off as soon as it hits 15 minutes. So they got to try and get a lap in before at least. I want to say 13.5 minutes.
Tonight's not a super sprint, is it?
No, it's a regular sprint race, 2040.
Thank God for that.
we don't do super sprints in F3, Cinco.
I was going to say, it looked like an error there, but fantastic. Stephanie Piccoli, evening to you as well. Mr. Rushworth as well, thank you for joining us. It's always good to see the crowds come in. All we're missing tonight is Laura. The boys are driving. She's usually supporting Team SRW, and there's who we're missing here? That's the big one for us. No, there's no Team Gallon tonight because there's no Gallon racing.
No, there's no Gallon, so there's no PER support out there.
Yeah.
As Daniel Byrne clips that curb. And that's one thing we're going to have to be cautious of tonight, Sink. I've seen a heap of drivers do it in practice and now in qualifying as well, is the sausage curb on the left-hand side of track, right-hand side of screen.
It's like doing a rail on a skateboard, isn't it?
It is. It really is. And I think that there could be one of the leading reasons why we could see quite a few safety cars tonight, because we're going to see a heap of cars get caught up. They'll end up in the wall on the left-hand side, and if multiple get involved early on in this race, well, all hell could break loose. Everyone in behind them could get caught out by it, and we could just see a massive schmozzle early on through 1. So drivers are going to have to be cautious of that, especially early.
Said a 1:23.8.
He has.
Listen, 1:23.810. Scott Battian, 1:23.814. So that's 4 thousandths.
Oh yeah.
Of a second between them.
Yep.
That is
one thing you'll learn, Sinker, is F3s. The times are always incredibly close.
Oh, they're so good. That's why I love it. I really miss racing these cars. They're one of my favourites. Looks like I won't be getting back into the rig till end of September.
Oh, okay. So right in time for season 4.
Yes.
Oh, will we see you on the Fridays in the Legends Sinker by that time? That'd be pretty cool.
Possibly. I won't be allowed out of the house, so maybe.
There you go.
We'll see how it goes. We won't promise anything, but I'll always try to race as much as I can just to get in there and have some fun. No Jalen shear squad tonight, no. We're all Rusty and Gordo.
Well, this is also the first race tonight for SRW Sinker, where Tyler Sheaf, namely, is racing for his new team, Velocity Racing Team. Of course, he made the shocking switch according to his team, even though he told them it was going to happen. He made the switch, signed up for his new team, and they're like, well, what's happened? And he's like, well, I told you I was leaving. So
they've forgotten about it, did they?
They had. So he's out there in his new paint tonight. His paint finally works as well, so we don't just have his base paint on car. So we'll keep an eye out for him in his black and red
Notorious
machine.
Stig, fire up Jamie Davis fans. Well, I can't spruik it too much, mate. It has to be you guys in YouTube land. But I tell you what, have a look at this.
Well, I have just seen Scotty Barton.
No further action.
Okay.
R32 was involved.
That's
He's blinking. R32 is blinking at the moment. Yeah.
That's one of our new drivers.
The top 10. Oh, Battian's come up with a couple of tenths there. Oh, more than a couple of tenths. 6 tenths.
He's gone up 6 tenths. So Scotty Barton, he returns to the series Singer after a couple of seasons away, makes the claim at the top of the timing sheets almost immediately.
Some very fast names out there in this series so far that's going to be joining the full series, and Battian, Byrne, Fahey, Gowans, Gallo, Sheefies will be up there. He's not quite up to those guys' pace. Konitska, look at them go. There's some really good boys out there, man. Varney's struggling to set a lap at the moment. Jamie is struggling to set a clean one as well by the look of it.
Yeah, he only just got out on track for the first time. This is actually his first lap in qualifying, so
there you go.
Yeah, Vernie's only just gotten in the session and able to start setting some lap times here, so we're going to have 22 cars on circuit here tonight, so it'd be great to see some good numbers. We often still get good numbers for the F1 Shadow rounds in between the season. It's really, really great to see as Ferguson pips his teammate Tyler Sheaf to go P6 in behind this man, David Gallo, who came so close to retaining that Pro Championship last season. He was only 2 positions on track away from claiming that one, but unfortunately was beaten out by Dave Roberts. But at the moment, I mean, we're looking pretty good for quali times. We've got 6 of the 7 pros inside the top 10. The top 3 proams are up there, and the top amateurs up there. So it seems that the balance is still good for these classes, Sinker, which is really, really good to see.
I do like Mr. Gallo, Mr. Fahey's BFR livery. Not too bad at all.
Yeah, looks the goods at the moment. As Gallo's gone P2, 123.54. As Gowans has now gone P4 on the road with a 23.6. So Fahey, his position has been dropping quite quickly ever since setting his 24.0 a little while ago. In fact, he's just been beaten out by Pace Syndicate's Marcus Konitska into the top 5 now as well. And this is a team that were kind of the underdogs last season. Of course, the underdog ended up winning, but they're not underdogs anymore. We know what kind of pace they've got, Sinker. Both Marcus and Dave are race winners now. They're true contenders in this championship, and all of a sudden we have the classic, you know, how in F1 they used to have like top 3 teams would always be battling for the championship, whether it was Renault, Ferrari, McLaren, or Ferrari, McLaren, Red Bull, or etc. That's kind of what we got going now, where we've got 3 teams who are really battling it out for these championships, and then we've got other teams in the background battling it out for the minors as well. It's really, really great to see.
I think the best thing we did was the triple classes, and it's taken the oh, nice spin at the back there by, I'm not sure who that was, by Shane Ratcliffe. The multi-class is done wonders for the way we did. I think we had those 2 seasons last year we did for free to let people come and just feel what's going on and how the racing is, and that just took us to the next level. And the multi-class we started then has just gone leaps and bounds. It's given the series longevity all the way through the year, and it's given drivers at the very back to still be fighting for something, because there's nothing worse when you're at the back there and you've got nothing to do but do laps. So yeah, I think it's awesome.
Oh, I just saw then as
a great call, Hamish from Let's Go Rusty and Gordo from Brad Hayes.
Great to have you out there, Brad. I just noticed as Jamie Davis came through turn 1 for his first flying lap, old mate Kevin Wakefield had a bit of a spin right in front of him there, Sinker. So
did he take him out?
He didn't. He actually, instead of holding his brakes, actually reversed it back so he could get out of his way, which was nice of him. As Ross Anita's now gone P7 on the road. He was so close to winning that AM Championship last season. Missed out in the dying embers to Timothy Schmalenberg.
It was across all series, wasn't there? There was some really standouts that we thought were going to win, and across a couple of series, and someone came from nowhere and just took it. Yeah, it was really good to see. It just shows that you've got to be there to win it. You've got to be there every week fighting for every single position.
I think the only ones that were kind of set in stone were the supercars. Like, we knew it was either going to be Dylan Gray or John Gallen, or it was either going to be Fitzpatrick or Taylor or Gallen or Cowie, or, we knew it was going to be Jamie Dyke. He's had to show up. Every other series, though, was incredibly close with the 8.6s and the F3s, and it was literally down to the dying embers of the race that really decided everything across both series, which was great to see, and great for the parity of the class splits as well, which is really, really good to see. It shows that everyone is super close within their classes, but also close to the next class up as well.
How good is it when the last race of the season still has a defining moment where it's still up for grabs? There's nothing worse when it's all gone, and it's someone wins by round round 7 or something like that. But when it's up for grabs on the last race of the year, of the season, that's just takes it to the next level.
Well, Scotty Barton right now, who has the fastest lap in qualifying, is on for an absolute flyer to try and lock out P1 on the road. He's going to come across the line. The last sector was not quite up to scratch for him, but he has gone a 1:23 dead on circuit. It now means that David Gallo needs to find 0.38 of a second if he hopes to try and beat Scotty Barton to pole position here tonight. We'll see if he can get a lap in, but his teammate Daniel Burns getting the toe off, giving the toe in at the moment, actually, I should say. And we'll see if he can now pip Scotty Barton for that top step as he comes across the line. First sector was best. Last sector was best. It's only good enough for P2, 1:23.39. They're only going to get one more lap in Sinker.
2.2 tenths.
Oh, it was so close. This is going to be their last chance for a lap here because, they're going to run out of time otherwise on the next lap, as Martin Lipsky is still struggling out there and still blinking in and out at the moment, Sinker. So they may need to check on that before the race start.
Maybe. I can't wait till iRacing gets the time models down, per track, sort of like, for real world, tracks like this track here is left wheel is in the real world is degrades real quickly, left front. It'd be good to see that sort of format start happening in iRacing as well. I'm sure they'll do it at some point, but it'd be great to see the time models degraded based on heat and the way the tracks are and the way the tracks are constructed as well.
Well, there's certain tracks, certain tyres will degrade differently on the car. Obviously some people just take rears.
Really.
Yeah, like some people just take rears, or in ovals they'll only take the inside tyre of the oval because that's getting the most wear compared to the outside. As Byrne has pulled into the pit, so he's not going to be able to challenge for that pole position. David Gallo's going to come across the line. Is it going to be good enough to beat Scotty Barton to pole position? It is not. He's going to be stuck in that position. Darren Fahey's now going to be the next car who could... Oh, no, he's too far away. He's not going to be able to cross the line in time. Who could do it? No, Jordan's not close enough. Dean's not close enough. Shane isn't. Kevin Wakefield is... Oh, actually, no.
It's being in the booth tonight. What the? Jack Oz, what's that supposed to mean?
Because your nickname's Sinker. So it's like
I'm a Titanic. Oh my god!
Because it's sunk.
Jack Oz dad joke of the year.
Well, qualifying
well done,
is
well done.
qualifying is done and dusted now, so we'll get ready for race number 1 here tonight. Starting grid on your screen now. Scotty Barton will start in pole position ahead of Daniel Byrne out of P2. A hell of a return here for Scotty Barton. We'll see if it pays off for him in both races here tonight. David Gallo, Doug Gowans then line up in behind to continue the Carlin's Velocity SimLab rivalry going at the moment. Darren Fahey, Marcus Knitska in behind. Great to have a DFR car back out there as well. Kyle Rossanita, Nathan Verney in P7 and P8 respectively, with Jamie Davis and Jordan Ferguson making up the top 10 here tonight in qualifying. Tyler Sheaf, Josh Kingdon will then start in behind them, with Matt Teixeira and Dean Sinkovic making up the 7th row of the grid. Calvin Hodgkinson and Jack Anderson then line up alongside each other for the 8th row, with Shane Ratcliffe, Kevin Wakefield making up the top 18 cars on the road. Gordon McCulloch will then start P19 alongside Russell Gander out of P20, with Greg Johnson and Matt Lipsky making up the grid in behind. Our race controllers and safety car drivers, Adam Hughes and Greg Leake, in the session here tonight. A big thank you to them as always. Sinker, they did an absolutely massive job across Season 2 of 2024, as well as Season 1 earlier in the year as well.
Yeah. Can you turn on your shared screen, please?
I can, mate. Don't worry about that. I got you.
The boys having a quick chat now with the race control, just quickly. Yeah, talking about the fees go straight in, they're talking about the swap over and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really looking forward to this, mate. I'm actually really looking forward to the race on the weekend as well. It's a shame that the RB grades that were promised to them this week were absolute crap, and did absolutely nothing for the cars. But I'm really looking forward to see how Dan and young Yuki go. The best joke I heard actually this week was Yuki said, "I saw this little miniature me toy," and Carlos Sainz yelled out to him during the interview, said, "No, mate, that was the mirror."
Andrew asking us how many safety cars out there tonight, as we normally give a prediction. I'm going to say we're going to get 4 safety cars. I think there'll be 2 in each race.
2 in each race. I'm going none.
Oh,
I'm going none.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see if you learn the worries of going for a donut sinker, because I don't think it's ever paid off for me and Cowie to ever go for a 0. I'm going to be honest.
We're going for none tonight. I've got full faith in the quality of drivers out there.
I have faith,
and hopefully that's it.
I have faith in them, but I also know that anyone can get caught out by that first corner, and I know that no matter how good you are, you can get caught out at turn 3 at that hairpin, and all of a sudden it's a big train of cars, back to back with each other. So
the last quarter spinner is always a spin into the dirt over there. Welcome on board to the viewing desk, Mr. Sam Kudakazinos. Why aren't you racing tonight, mate?
Maybe he thought it was going to rain and he thinks that his computer's going to crash. Because the radar did say a chance of rain, but it's very low, and we have had no rain so far in this session. So
where's this clock ticking? Are we getting going? We got 3:22. Here we go.
Yeah, we're waiting for lights to come up. We've got nearly.
That's it.
We're waiting for 3 cars. There's 3. There's Jordan Ferguson, Calvin Hodgkinson, and Jack Anderson. Anderson is just gridded up, so it's just Hodgkinson and Ferguson to get gridded here for the race start at the moment.
Grid tonight. This is going to be spectacular. A lot of fun.
It's
cars
like real F1
sharp.
Sinker. They've only got 20 cars. I actually believe F1, the perfect grid size, is about 24 cars.
Yeah,
12 teams.
I'd like to see more.
I'd love to see more too. Lights are going to go up though. We're going to go racing at the Red Bull Ring for race number 1 of 2 here tonight for the sprint round action of round 11 of the F1 Shadow Series. It's lights out and away we go. It was a great start there from Scotty Barton at the front of the field. Daniel Byrne slots in behind as well, as they come up all the way towards turn number 1 for the very first time. They'll be tiptoeing their way over the crest. A little bit of a wiggle from some of the cars. They look good so far though. Nice and clean.
Nice and clean. Did well. I think that was, who was that? Dougie Gowan's got himself a nice great start there, and he went too wide with one of the Carlin boys, and still going too wide.
It's up towards turn 3 they come now. They're looking nice and tight at the moment, Sinker. Nothing too feisty at the moment. Love to see it.
Very clean. Everyone stayed up the donuts. Got a nice exit out of there. Scotty Barton has got 3/10 on David Gallo, on Daniel Byrne. Daniel Gallo is 1 second already, so these two are already starting to pull away and show some supremacy out there.
Oh, they are. He's trying to show his dominance early in the return to the series. You'll love to see it as this early battle continues on between them at the front of the field. Gallo, a former champion in the F3s, obviously Daniel Byrne, the defending champion in the F1 Shadow Series. He's trying to get a good chunk of points tonight with no Dylan DeBoto out on track. Jordan Ferguson's had a little bit of a wiggle in the background off track, but still looking strong. Imhine Hodgkinson here as Ross Anita and Vernie are trying to go side by side to the second to last. Luckily, one of them pulled out of it. Daniel Byrne's had a moment, though. He's gone down to the final corner. Where is he? There he is.
Down on track. Fortunately, that's brought him right back to the last position. I'm not sure how he lost it, but just shows you how critical it is to stay on track in this series. You just go all the way to the very back.
Oh, he clipped the sausage curb on the inside of the corner and it spun him round.
He's unsettled the inside and lost it. He's just touched the wall. He might be just all right as far as damage is concerned.
He's very, very lucky at the moment not to hit that wall any harder. Ferguson up the inside of Vernie now. Gets himself up to P9 on the road. Vernie's had an atrocious start so far, Sinker. He's already down 4 spots here as he's also lost out to Ferguson's teammate Sheaf as they both make it a bit of a double bubble there for Velocity Racing Team in behind Calvin Hodgkinson at the moment inside the 10.
Benitska and Jamie Davis up 3 places. The biggest mover and shaker so far is Callum Hodgkinson up 7 places into 8th place, sitting right behind Jamie Davis with just under a second.
So Callum Rossanita and Calvin Hodgkinson there together once again. They do love being together on track, Sinker, I've found over seasons previous. They love lining up alongside each other and they normally make their way up the grid together quite well. It's normally when they start further away from each other on the grid that they often have a poor race, but we'll see if that little curse hangs over their head here tonight. Steve Catasinos LCS, the last corner spitter. He's got a counter going
in the
chat.
Why don't in the pits?
Oh, why? I don't know.
He had some equipment failure or something?
Maybe. I haven't seen him have an off-track at any point.
Or anything dished out.
He's parked it up.
I don't know, unless he's got some damage from an incident earlier on or on his own.
We'll see how it goes.
It's called something lap 3, turn 1 for readdressing, I think.
I know, as Kevin Wakefield's had a moment in the background, but he's going once again, which is good to see here. Battles.
Dean's back out, so maybe he had a penalty or something or something's gone wrong with his.
I'm not sure.
Setup or something. I'm not sure. I'm sure we'll find out at some stage. I do like Mr. Johnson's teal blue.
It is a nice teal, isn't it?
Or we call it a Chanel Easter egg. Chanel egg blue.
It is a nice blue, to be fair.
Yeah, it is. His cars do look good. I do miss the checker, the traditional Team Greg checker pattern, which is usually down the back of the car. 19 people watching tonight. Welcome all on board. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification button. Also like. It does help us, believe me. It pushes it out to a lot more people to see what beautiful show you guys put on as drivers.
See Russell Gander up a couple of spots already. He's up 4 spots in the back of the field now. Anderson's up 5 into P11 and has his teammate Jordan Ferguson in his sights. They're working together here in the background as McCulloch's now trying to get a move done on Martin Lipsky. Oh, Dougie Gowans, Martin Knitska have had it coming together at the front of the top of the hill.
No. I was just about to put my camera on Gowans because Gowans was doing really well.
What has happened to them? They've had to pull it up. It's up at 3. We're on board now with Gowans. He goes for the move on Knitska. Round the outside. Oh, it looked like he moved over on him a little bit there, and Knitska was. Oh,
looks like Knitska's changed lanes onto him.
I don't know. That was almost like
Gowans was going pretty much straight then, so it's going to be interesting to see how that one goes He's actually going. He's actually going left. Oh,
he was turning left and then he straightened his wheel, which then might have made his car move to the right slightly and force the coming together.
Leave that one to the boys upstairs.
Yeah,
It's going to be all about who travelled left or right on that one. I don't know. It's a tough call. Not a good one to have on the night, but the boys are still battling it like crazy everywhere. I got Tyler Sheaf battling it with Callum Hodgkinson at the moment on my camera, and the boys just went 2 by 2. Callum just took him on the inside of the first corner nicely and clean, but it's not over. They're still 2 by 2. And the boys are having a great little tussle. Tyler has got the outside line, but Callum has got the inside, giving him plenty of space. They've made it through. They're still going down. They're going to go down the hill. No, beautiful work there by Tyler Sheaf. Let's see if Callum is going to make something under brakes here, either left or right. He's done a shimmy to the left and the right. Tyler's opened the door. Oh, he's nearly had the car behind him back straight into him as well. That brought Jordan Ferguson into the race very quickly.
Yeah, teammates possibly trying to work together here to get past Callum Hodgkinson at the moment. He's in a Velocity Racing Team sandwich right now on that bottom screen. We've got Davis on screen at the top, who's one of the biggest movers so far. Biggest mover of the race, though, is on the bottom screen in Callum Hodgson, as well as Shane Ratcliffe. Both drivers are up 8 positions in this race right now. Biggest dropper in this race was Daniel Burney, was down 15. He's now only down 14, alongside Nathan Verney, who's also down 14. Back in P21, so it is a struggling day for the neon and black machine of Verney at the back.
Not a bad job by Jamie Davis as a Virgin F3 driver to be sitting where he is at the moment. That is a great effort.
He's done well. He has done well, and yeah. I think the only thing with Jamie is he was struggling in practice. He was getting visibly frustrated.
He was pushing the boundaries to see where his limits are.
He's still trying to gain some time here. Barton, though, has absolutely walked away at the front of the field at the moment. Could be a proper challenger coming. What's Husey saying?
We have a drive-through for... Who was the car? 155. Kanitska's got a drive-through for the incident with Dougie Gowans.
Interesting. Okay, fair enough then.
Gowans is currently in the pits, getting his car fixed. Varney is on his way out. Who's that? That's Greg Johnson's done himself a little bit of a spin, bit of mischief there.
So what's happened to him up towards the hill? So he's following in behind Martin Lipsky. He's got Kanitska in behind him. Oh, he can pressure locked it through the corner as he turns it in.
Oh, that sucks.
It's just flick spinned it mid-entry into the corner.
It's a great little battle on the bottom screen, isn't it? The boys are really sticking it into each other and staying very, very close. We're talking at the moment, Callum Hodgkinson in the back of Tyler Sheep, only 2 tenths, and Ferguson, the Pom, from your team, 3 tenths behind him. So they're putting a lot of pressure on him, both front and back.
Well, that is the closest battle on track at the moment between them. Rusty going in the chat saying, what is the process to start racing these league races? So what you do is you go to our website, www.simracingworld.com.au. That is www.simracingworld.com.au. Oh, they're still going though down at turn 3 as we describe this. You need to have iRacing as well. Obviously, you need to have iRacing.
Go to the second column across. It says go racing. There, register as a driver. Once you register as a driver, then you can buy a subscription to a series. The series encompasses all our racing. Once you've paid for that through PayPal, you'll get an email with a notification to our Discord link. Then you go to the channels where you want to go race, whether it's V8s or whatever it is. There's registration channels. You go to the very top of those channels, go to the drop-down menus, and not drop-down menu, to the link, and just fill your details in for everything you want to race. You can race 6 nights a week if you want to. It's all up to you, but it's a lot of fun. If you have problems, pop us an email to admin.
What else you can do as well is, if you want to just trial it starting next season, there is a free series on offer in SRW, which is the Legends World Challenge. It's the only free series. All you need to be is a registered driver with SRW. You can compete in that one. As mentioned, you register. Oh, Hodgkinson had a bit of a spin there. Anderson had nowhere to go, it seemed.
Was that Roche? Was that
that was
a rotation on his own, and then he came through?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what it looked like. Let's have a quick look. So he's coming up. Oh, this is earlier in the lap. So let's go back a little bit, it seems. Yeah, that was
That's Callum on the outs. Oh, Callum's got dirty tyres there for sure. Oh, he's come back on. He's nearly caused an incident.
So where's the... That'll be here, I think. Yeah, so he gets the move done down the inside.
Yep.
Down at 1.
He's got him there.
Yeah, he already turned it prior to him coming through.
Yep.
Anderson had nowhere to go. He just had to take avoiding action. Unfortunately for Callum, it was self-inflicted.
It's good that he avoided him just in time. It looks like Callum just... it looks like he just brakes or something. It didn't look like it was the front end.
Yeah, it was a tough one there.
Very tough. Scotty Badgie has set the fastest lap so far, mate. 1:23.259. But Gallo is not far behind there at all. He's like at less than 2/10 in pace. We've got an epic little fight up the front. These boys, Scotty Batty and David Gallo, Darren Fahey, not really fighting, but putting some great pace on. The boys at the top have all gapped each other like 4 seconds to 3 seconds. It's amazing, and the big gap they've got at the front there. I hope that's not going to be the case with the 40-minute race, that's for sure.
Yeah, hopefully it's going to be a little bit closer in that second race. Maybe a couple of safety cars could have a part to play. We've kind of been on the edge of safety cars in race number 1 so far. We've had a couple of moments between cars, but no one has really, hit the wall that hard that they've needed a safety car out on track. You see Gordon McCulloch gets a move done on Russell Gander up into turn 3. It's his battle at the
Rusty,
back.
the best thing you can do is join the league, join any league, because you're going to get a better standard of driving than you are in the officials. You're not going to get run off the tracks. We run broadcast on everything. We also have live race control as well, which is what you don't get in the officials. So yeah, if you don't join our league, join another league. That's the best way to develop as a driver. We have, as you can see tonight, amateurs, pro-ams, and pros. So it's the best way to learn an open wheel, that's for sure.
And I mean, even if you want to race in supercars, in 8.6s, in GTs, in Legends, we have all that for offer for next season, starting in a couple of weeks' time for the season proper. This, of course, is the F1 Shadow Round, so this runs in alongside the actual F1 calendar.
Thanks for the props there, Andrew.
Yeah, thanks for that, Andrew. Anderson just got a move done on Matt Tesuero there leading up through turn 1, so he's now starting to get some positions back here. Sheafy is still leading around his new teammate in Ferguson as they try and chase down Callum Rosanita. But they have got a fast approaching Shane Ratcliffe in behind them, so these battles are getting closer and closer. We're past the halfway point of race number 1. At the moment, the closest battle on track is the one we saw before with Gander, McCulloch, King and Lipsky at the back of the field at the moment.
Yeah, they're battling away. I've got my camera on Scotty Barton. Thought we'd give him a bit of airtime, seeing he's all the way out there on his lonesome. It is black and red livery. The boy is a fast guy in the open wheeler. He's been with SRW off and on for a long time now, and been driving all sorts of stuff. But I believe he's very much an open wheel specialist now, isn't he?
He is. He's had a bit of a dabble in the supercars previously, but good to see him back in the open wheelers, as that was Kevin Wakefield, it was Martin Lipsky off in the background, sorry.
Yeah, Ratcliffe and Ferguson went off a little bit, but they're back on, but looks like Ratcliffe is still off.
Big damage on Ratcliffe's car. This maybe a tow later round in the lap.
Oh, hang on. He's lost the whole front nose.
What's happened with Ratcliffe? So Ferguson had a spin. Ratcliffe had nowhere to go. Oh my God!
Got some great
That's
airtime.
Massive. That's got a bit of angle on that one. So what's happened with him here? Just a huge moment from him.
Who's he clipped there?
It was Ferguson. He had a slight half spin through the corner.
Yep.
And then
Look at the rotation on that.
Oh my God.
5, 10, 10, 10. I've just given him, and landing, 4-point landing. I've given him props for that.
That was
I'll give that accident and rotation
that was
and
a
spin an
big
8.
one. They have given him permission to tow, so no safety car at the moment.
No,
As we
got
continue on.
Lapse time is 19:48, so real time is going to be 15:37. We are into the last 4 minutes of this. Darren Fay's had a bit of an off there as well. He's dropped a couple of positions.
Oh, and he's in the
third.
wall.
No,
He's in the
on
wall.
his own?
I think so. Let me have a look. If I can find it. Yep, this is what's happened to him. So he come around the final corner. Oh, ran it way too wide. Big tank slapper.
It snapped on him.
Yeah, that'll be a tow for sure. Whether it's going to be a safety car or not, I'm not 100% sure on it.
Was that Darren Fay?
That was Fay. I'm going to have to stop sharing my screen, unfortunately, Sinko.
Him
It is
sitting in
blinking
third place.
bad.
Jamie Davis is in third place. Hamish.
He is.
What the hell? All right, he's on that 12 seconds.
Sure, through pure determination and keeping it clean, he is up into P3, which is great to see at the moment. So Ferguson's in the pits fixing his car. I don't believe we're going to get a safety car because we are pretty close to the end, and he was in the same place that Ratcliffe was, and they just let him tow back.
But the battle's brought itself back to, I'm going to go to my bottom screen here to Matt Tessariero. Tessariero. I keep getting that one wrong.
Tessariero.
Yeah, Tessariero. I keep his name. I'm really good with names, but his name always gets me. The battle here is getting spicy at the back. These boys are having a bit of a wag of their tails. Jack Anderson and Callum Hodgkinson and Daniel Byrne, who's got himself back there because he's working his way back through. Some great work. We shouldn't be too far off. We'll probably wait another 2 laps.
Yeah, be about 2 laps to go.
Yeah. Here we go, side by side. Daniel Burns taking the outside line on Callum Hodgkinson. On Jack Anderson.
See, this battle is continuing. We'll go on board with Callan, who currently has the front row seat to this battle between Ando and Byrne up ahead of him. Byrne's on the big comeback after getting it off track earlier in the proceedings of this race, of course. He is back inside the top 10 at the moment, though. P1 for race number 2 is currently Gordon McCulloch, who is P10 on the road and leading a nice little battle with Josh King in behind him as they come down and towards the second sector of this track.
Too.
Yeah, he's done well.
9 places, yeah, done really well. Really well. He's the biggest mover we've had tonight, as far as positive moves, I should say.
And actually holding those positive moves as well.
Yeah.
All as we say that, Russell Gander has now gotten past him because I do believe Josh has actually gone off track. He's back on.
Yeah, he's
but
back on.
Unfortunately, he's back down to P14 now. So that puts a little bit of reprieve on Gordon McCulloch there, as Scotty Barton's going to come into the second sector. I believe we'll have 1 lap to go when he crosses the line. He should get home from here. And Callum Rosanita, he's up into P4 as an amateur at the moment. Matt Tessiero's dropped a spot to Daniel Byrne, lets him have it. Sheafy, he's in the top 5 at the moment. He's done well tonight to
he's done
get the
really
car up
well.
there. He's kept
Really
it real
well.
clean. Really good to see.
Really well.
He's got his former
He's
teammate in.
a cracker.
Yeah.
I've got Daniel. I've got Scotty Barton on the bottom screen as he's coming through. I can't see. Let's see if
He'll have 1 lap to go.
He's only there.
He's got 25 seconds, so this will be the final lap of the race, as he will cross the line once the timer has ended. The battle is now starting to heat up between McCulloch and Gander for P10 on the road. This is for pole position of the next race, of course, reverse top 10 for race number 2 here tonight. Nathan Verney's starting to get up on the back of Dean Sinkovic in the background. Kanitska's starting to battle it out with Kevin Wakefield as well. The closest battle inside the top 10, though, is Daniel Byrne and Matt Tessariero in behind him. I think he's a little bit too far away from Sheafy to catch him by the end of this race. He's got about 5.5 seconds to game. So if Sheafy can just keep it clean, he'll be locked into that top 5 finish for race number 1.
Dean and Nathan Barney having a real good little battle there as well. the other battles that you can sort of see. Oh, it looks like Nathan Varney's about to pass him, actually. Then you've got Kevin and Marcus Knizka, Gordon McCulloch and Russell Gander. Everyone else is really gapped out in a big way.
It's one of those things that happen out at this track, of course, as we head back to Scotty Barton, who is coming down now towards the final sector of the Red Bull Ring. Down through the final couple of corners, and in his return to the series in his first attempt in the SF24, it's a big one. It's a win in round 11, race 1 of the F1 Shadow Series, brought to you by Shannon's Insurance. A great win there for Scott Barton. David Gallo gets good points in P2, and Jamie Davis on debut in the F3s will come home P3 on the road in race number 1, ahead of P1 for the AMs, Callum Rosanita, and then P1 for the Pro-Ams, Tyler Sheaf. So all of our class winners in the top 5 here for race number 1, including the top 3 for the Pro class. So if we were in the position to talk to drivers after the race, we'd just be talking to all of the top 5, but we don't. So
very good work out there, I'll tell you what. Some great racing for a lazy Wednesday night. I hope the viewers out there are watching it. The chat's going a bit nuts. They're all talking about PCs at the moment.
They're comparing specs. As Gordon McCulloch comes across the line in P10, he will start pole position of the next race. So a great finish there for Gordon. He's done well.
They've got a couple of amateurs there that are going to be starting at the front end of the grid. Russell Gander, Gordon McCulloch and Callum Hodgkinson on the front row, with Jack Anderson, Matt Tessario in the third row. Fourth row, Daniel Byrne, Tyler Sheaf. Fifth row, Colin Rosanita, with Jamie Davis, and fifth row, David Gallo and Scotty Badian. This is going to be very interesting, mate. I'm actually really shocked how well Jamie went. That was got a bit of pace on him.
He did quite well for himself. We have got a 5-minute warm-up session to come before race number 2, so if you guys need to go grab a drink or get a little snack, now's your time to do so, because we're going to go racing for 40 minutes once this 5-minute period has finished up. It was a good race, though, for race number 1. Good chunk of points for a lot of drivers out there. Namely, though, Daniel Byrne gets a good chunk of points, seeing as Dylan De Bono, his championship rival for the F1 Shadow Series, not out on track tonight after losing the championship in the final round of the season last week at Catalunya Cinco.
Mate, I wasn't listening.
That's fine. At least you're honest about it.
I was going off on a different tangent. I was just thinking about... it was actually daydreaming, to be honest. I was just thinking about... I was listening to Adam Hughes talk to the drivers and know there was a 5-minute gap. And just to see the quality of the driving out there tonight for a Wednesday night, for a shadow season, 22 cars out on track. The boys are really tearing it up. There's a lot of fast boys still missing off this grid. So I was just thinking how fast this season 3 is going to be. It's going to be absolutely epic.
It will. It's going to be a season that drivers, viewers as well, do not want to miss here in SRW. As the other Sinkovic is out on track at the moment, cutting some laps for us. Although he's going to make me look like a liar and pull it up and tow back. Yes, he is.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, Buddy Dean, making me out to be a liar.
Yeah. The what's a pit lane look like these days? No, there's no one even in there as well. Everyone's gone for a proper break.
Yeah, they have. I guess it gives us a good opportunity to chat about season 3 a little bit, Sinker.
Actually, this is where the Red Bull rig would have a motorbike running up and down doing burnouts.
Yeah, they would.
On its front wheels and stuff.
We need you out there doing an expression session, back in your natural element of doing donuts.
Oh my goodness. Look, season 3 is going to be spectacular, mate. It's already looking good. I know I promised I was going to release everything, but I've been very busy at home this week. We've just bought a new home, and we had photography for our home going on the sale. So the last 3 days has been absolutely manic for me personally. I will get on to tomorrow. I've got a couple of things I've got to do. I've got a video which I'm working on for all the drivers that won championships for season 2, so that people can get a bit of a props. I've got a commercial working on for the new Formula 3 championship we got at the end of season 3 with the Gentleman Sim Racing Group Club, and then everything else that's going on. The numbers are huge. I wouldn't say huge. We've got 25 plus in pretty much every series so far, and we haven't even released it to the public. So I will make sure I do that tomorrow, and then we've got 3 weeks or 2.5 weeks, whatever it is, till the next till the season starts, and it's gonna be nuts, man. It's gonna be a really, really good season. Really good season.
Well, there's of course all the calendars have been released for the SRW members for each series. Time slots have been locked in for all of them. This is how it's going to look for next season on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. All in Australian Eastern Standard Time, because that's the easiest way we can do it without having to convert for WA, NZ, Adelaide, etc. How it's going to line up: Tuesday night, 7:50 p.m. will be the V8 Supercars series broadcast in its same slot, but this time we split 1 and split 2 instead of Pro-Am and Amateurs. Wednesday night, 7:50 p.m. will be the Formula 3 Nationals coming your way once again. The Thursday night Shannon's Insurance GR86 Nationals, 7:50 p.m. on Thursday night. Friday night, 6:25 p.m. will be the Legends World Challenge, which will go for an hour, and then at 7:50 p.m. will be the Warren & Brown Tools GTD series continuing on. That has been locked into that time slot. And then Sunday's sinker back again with the Warren & Brown Tools V8 Supercars Championship, which is now an open championship. Everything's up to grab for the overall championship. No more classes in the Supercars going into next season.
Yes, correct. Championship season, it's going to be pretty special. I'm just going to try something and see if it works.
What are you attempting?
No, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. I actually copied the image of the calendar, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if it would just drop in there and thing? But actually, there is a way to do it on the actual underneath. But it's got to be ended. It's got to be like a product more. So I'll try something special there.
Jack was saying hard cars to do skids in. It does seem like that because of the traction control, since it's also fixed setup.
Yeah.
You'd need the traction toggle to turn it off and on. But as we get into race number 2, ladies and gentlemen, this is our starting grid for race 2 here tonight. Gordon McCulloch will start on the front row of the grid alongside Callan Hodgkinson in P2. Jack Anderson, Matt Tessierro will start P3 and P4 on the road. Daniel Byrne, Tyler Sheaf then make up the third row of the grid, with Callan Rosanita and Jamie Davis making up the fourth. David Gallo, Scotty Barton will then make up the top 10. That is the reverse 10 of the last race. Everyone else will line up how they finished in race number 1, including Russell Gander, Marcus Knitska, Kevin Wakefield, Josh King, Nathan Verney, Dean Sinkovic, Greg Johnson, Matt Lipsky, Darren Fahey, Doug Gowan, Shane Ratcliffe, and Jordan Ferguson at the back of the field. Leakey and Hughes, our race controllers, once again.
Yeah, it'll be fun. I hope these boys, that are sitting on the front row, got their nerves together and they're ready to put their elbows out and do some tough racing, mate. Don't let these fast boys through.
Well, lights are out. We're ready to go racing for race number 2 here tonight. 40 minutes to come as they drive all the way up to turn number 1. McCulloch's had an absolutely atrocious start.
They've had some contact there. Davis had some contact with Rosen there, I think it was.
Well, McCulloch's had an absolutely poor start here. He's already down 4 spots back in P5. The best starters, of course, Anderson and Hodgkinson, who look to break away from Tessierro in behind them and battle it out for the lead of this race. As Byrne is fast approaching them in the background as well. As they come through turn 3 for the first time, they look nice and tidy at the moment. No one is looking too feisty as of yet, as Anderson has now taken the lead from Hodgkinson down towards turn 5.
Well, one of the Carlin boys has taken it on the inside. Jamie, another one's just popped in under Gallo. Under Kavizka, I should say.
As they make their way
really
through.
Settled into a straight line straight away. They come
have.
with the back left-hander, and they're already all single-lined it and already gone. I did say no safety cars tonight, peoples.
You did indeed, and they've been very, very. They must have heard your call and decided to be really, really tame for us tonight, Sinker. As Hodgkinson looks to take back the lead from Anderson, gets it done into the second to last corner as they trickle their way through the final corner of this Red Bull Ring circuit here.
Look at the pace on the back he's got there. Oh my God, Gallo was so close to the back of Jamie Davis. He's got a beautiful drag on the inside. Is he going to hold it up? Will Jamie let him through to be safe because it's a 40-minute race to go? Yes, he has. Stay off that hot dog. Oh, we've got a spinner. We've got a spinner.
That was Gander in the background. He's kept it going, though.
I think it was Gander who's he ran over the hot dog, and I think he rotated off the hot dog.
People in the chat are also calling you out, Sinker, that there's still 38 or 39 minutes to go. There's still time for a safety car. So
you know what it is? I'll tell you what it is. They've all gone, shit, the boss is in tonight.
Oh, we love a safety car, though. Safety cars are good.
Oh, there's a nice little duck in there. Who was that?
We've got Tessier and Anderson battling up the front here. Gallo and Davis continue their battle as well.
He's gone off.
Oh, he has two. Where is he? There he is.
I'll tell you what, Davis is having a great old battle there with Gallo. They've swapped places a couple of times. Dean's gone on the outside. Oh, Wakefield's rotated in front of him, and Dean's his rear axle elevated to new levels and gone over the top of him. Oh.
Let's check out how this has happened. Rusty, supercars are the hardest cars to drive on iRacing.
Yes, definitely. If you want to start, get in onto the GR86s, mate, on a Thursday night, you'll have a blast.
Yeah.
I just realised I'm watching my screen because I can't see yours.
Yeah, I had to take it off because it was way too blinky.
Yeah, I know. And I'm watching most exciting. Oh, Dean's actually rolled out in front of them from the rotation and the incident.
I just saw that then. That was a big moment. Yeah. Rusty, if you're only a beginner on iRacing, I would not recommend you racing supercars. They are incredibly difficult. They take a lot of patience and a lot of commitment to drive them as well. Like, you have to put in proper time to get up to pace in them.
Get into the Thursday night 86s. That's the best way to get some racecraft going. Learn how to rub some shoulders and get some confidence in your driving. And you can always, with the V8 supercars, you can always enter. The boys are putting practice sessions up all the time. You can always join the practice sessions and have a bit of spin with some of the teams. And people will help you out in our Discord all the time.
Oh, there's been contact with Bernard Hodgson. Sorry to cut you off, Sinker. It's happened at the same corner that Sinker and Wakefield had the contact on the last lap. Hodgkinson was on the inside.
It looks like he lost it a little bit first, and then he shimmied across into him.
Wow, that's a big moment early on. Hodgkinson's already now dropped down towards the back half of the field. Byrne leads this race. Tessiero's in behind Anderson P3, but they've got the fast approaching Scotty Barton coming up onto them now. Sheafy, though, is up in the top 5 for a second race in a row at the moment, Cowie. Could Sheafy be on the run of his life now? Sorry, I'm used to calling it with Cowie, Sinky. You have to give me the leeway.
Darren Fahey up 9 places, mate. He's making a solid move all the way up. He's actually just got the fastest lap the last lap. He's in a 1:24, 1:54. That's nothing to be sneezed at. That's a great little lap there.
He's done incredibly well so far, Sinker, in this race. Rossonita and Ratcliffe are in a tightly contested battle in the background with Dougie Gowans leading his teammate in Ratcliffe up
Anderson's
towards
having
the
a shot here. Anderson's having a big shot right on the back of Tesserario.
He wants it now down the inside, gives him plenty of room. Side by side they come through turn 6.
Oh, they've still got the shoulders out. They're still having a go to see who's got the momentum coming through the corners. Oh, very, very close. Too wide. That's a nice tight spot to have it. Will he hold momentum from the inside?
And I tell you what, Scotty Barton will be licking his lips at the moment, hoping these two have it coming together to give him 2 free positions. It's not going to happen, but Barton's going to get the run now on Tessierro down towards the next corner. Tessierro blinks in and out before the corner. He's done a magic man, Sinker. He's disappeared himself into the corner. Barton's had to pull out and wait for another opportunity at the moment.
I tell you what, there's some fighting going on left, right, and centre. The Scotty Barton is making his way through and getting really close to some of these.
Tessiero's lost it out though at turn 1.
Self-inflicted.
It looks like it. I'm going to go on board with him.
Oh, the yellow flag, sector 1.
Yep, that'll be for him.
On track. No, he's off track.
So he's dived it in. Yeah, self-inflicted for sure. He's turned in, and the thing's just looped around as Anderson had to back out at the last minute.
Oh, that was a bit ambitious.
That was, we'll call that overly ambitious, I think, as he has towed back to pits. Did they give him the permission to tow back, though, Sinker? That's the question.
I did hear conversation, but I don't know. I don't know. I can't confirm or deny. Jack Anderson is in third place. He's right behind Scotty Bartian, who's now in second place. And he is hunting down Daniel Byrne with a 3-second gap on there. And lap after lap, he is about 0.3 a lap faster than Daniel Byrne at this point.
Well, they are fast approaching the back of Byrne. Anderson will be trying to hang on to the back of Barton here to have him pull him forward and try and gap David Gallo in behind. On board now with Anderson as he sits in behind the race one winner in Scotty Barton. But Byrne's not going to make it easy for Barton. We know that Scotty's had some big battles with the likes of Jay Dixon and Phil Vella and Michael Cuttajar in the past, as well as Daniel Byrne. So we look forward to seeing this one materialise and how this battle could start to form up later on in this race. In behind Anderson at the moment. Oh, is that a big wiggle out of turn one, and he spun it round. David Gallo very lucky not to hit him there, and he's now going to drop down the position.
Just moved across as well. I'll tell you what, there's a great bit of fighting going on there with Darren Fahey and Gordon McCulloch and Josh King. They've actually they've just gapped it. I was looking for it. Now he's on his bloody own.
So this is how it happened to Anderson. He's caught that sausage curb on the exit. Oh, it was way, way wide. A massive bounce. Tried to catch it up. Big old wiggle. Good job at holding his brakes. Everyone else is able to avoid. Pulls it off track. Keep going. But unfortunately for Anderson, he's now down 13 spots in this race. And up the back, having to fight back in this one. But a lot of racing left to come, though, Sinker. We've still got 20 or 32 minutes left. So still an opportunity for him to get back through the field.
Mate. We've got Jamie Davis, Tyler Sheaffer, Darren Fahey fighting it out there. They're 2.5 seconds away from Gallo. The boys at the front have gapped out already. Scotty Bartian is chasing down Daniel Byrne, but it's about 0.4 a lap at the moment. So he's got it down to 2.65. Then Gallo is 1.5 behind that. Jamie Davis about just under 3 seconds, but he's got the pressure of Tyler Sheaf and Darren Fahey. Fahey's going to have a move on the inside of Tyler. He's thought about it. He's gone back inside. He's letting him know that it is in his mirrors, and he's following him all the way back. He is definitely on the back of his exhaust. Tona tuck in on the inside. Will he get onto that corner? He's got Davis's draft. Will it be clean? He's tucked it in. He's got him. Oh, they're too wide. Still going. Oh my God, these guys are going to give me a heart attack. I tell you what.
They're not giving anything up at the moment. They're doing so well in this battle. Sheafy on the outside of him still. Gets the inside line though to Fahey. He now moves up into the top 5. Sheafy has to pull out of it. And they look ahead to Jamie Davis, who's now started to gap them at this point in time. As the battle in behind him continues on here for P4 on the road.
Okay, I'll take the camera down to Josh King. He's got a nice little battle pack behind him as well. That's forming as well. Not because they're my cars, but this is where the battles are.
Just where the battles are at the moment.
Gordon McCulloch and Doug Gowans. Doug Gowans is making a move here. He's got him on the inside. Will he stick it? He has made it. That was a very, very tough spot to pass. He's taken it wide to carry momentum through, but Josh has done extremely well. They were fighting through. There it's a battle pack behind there. Josh King's got Douglas, McCulloch, Rosenator, Ferguson, Hodgkinson all in a row. All 5/10s to 2/10s to 3/10s. Have a look at them coming down that strip.
Oh, they are super, super close at the moment. The battle is continuing on. On board with Ferguson at the moment as he looks to chase down Rosanita and McCulloch up the road from him right now. We've had Wakefield have an incident last lap, but he looks to have kept going at the moment, although at the back of the field. Matt Tesorero is out of this race, it seems, Singer. He has not rejoined the circuit, unfortunately, so if he has towed without permission, that means he'll have a pit lane start in the next race.
Yeah. Davis is having a crack at Fahey now. He's 2/10s behind him. They're having a great old battle because Fahey's actually passed him. We didn't see the pass. but Davis is trying to hold on the back of him and let him lead him up to Gallo because he knows that Faye's got a bit of pace on him.
He's done so well for DFR. We're looking forward to seeing if Jay Dixon and Phil Vella will return with Fahey for next season. They'll bring the rest of the DFR boys with them back into the championship. Yeah, Steph. Yeah, I saw that Tessio has left the session, so unfortunate there.
Have a look at this little battle.
Oh. Davis, he got it done before the braking zone. He done well there to get the run off the last corner, Sinker, to get that move done for P4.
I missed it, mate. I completely missed it.
Oh, what are you doing to yourself?
Well, I can't see it, mate. You haven't got the screen on.
I know, but I thought maybe you were still looking at it. That's okay.
No, I'm swapping cams and the other stuff. That's the hot battles that are going on everywhere else for you guys, so you can give it to the viewers out there. I'm sure Darren Fahey and Jamie Davis will keep battling it out. Rosalander and
McCulloch and Ferguson.
McCulloch are switching like crazy with Ferguson right on the back of them. These guys are going 3 wide down the back here. And it looks like they're actually going to go 3 wide through the bottom of the hill. Oh. This is Jesus. That was closed. That door was closed and nearly took the nose off him.
Ferguson had to back out right at the last moment and has to concede.
It would have been Rose's. That would have been Callum's fault too, because he shut the door there.
Yeah, he did. Didn't give him enough room. He was alongside.
No, there was not much room given. It was lucky that Ferguson just pulled out of it in time. Sorry, Gordon pulled out just in time. But here you've got people. You've got 2 tenths between these guys at the moment. McCulloch is 3 tenths, and everyone else. Here we go. Another pass
Ferguson
there.
up the inside. Gets it done.
Look at this go.
Hodgkinson's followed him at the moment as well. Off the back of Ferguson's car now down the straight. We've got the outside view of it. We've got it on the car too. So every which angle. Vernie's also gotten a move done on McCulloch as well. Hodgkinson wanted it on Ferguson. Wasn't quite close enough.
Curb there.
Oh.
Well, all he needed there was some roll and some relish.
Oh.
Look at Varney. Varney's gone all the way. He's gone all the way from the left to all the way to the right, all the way back to the inside again, trying to find his way through.
He smartened up though. He backed out of it as Ferguson kept the inside line and Hodgkinson gets the move done. Vernie's now going to try and
he's got
get
Hodgkinson
past him. He has too. So this battle is still going on, still heating up for the battle here.
Jack Anderson just called something in.
Yep. We'll see what that was for.
Oh, hang on, he's off track. That's why.
He'll be calling for a tow.
Safety car, depending on where he is on track.
So it was turn 1. Oh, he spun it round at 1. Oh, into the wall hard.
Safety car has been called.
Yep.
Safety car has been called.
Yep, and
oh, I tell you what, Daniel Byrne will be cursing. Oh, Scotty Butchin straight into the pit.
Yeah,
David Gallo straight into the pit.
He would be as well. Byrne.
Oh, look at that.
I don't
timing
reckon
was perfect.
Yep, it was perfect for
Daniel
them, but
Byrne
it wasn't
just
perfect
passed
for Byrne. He's now going to be stuck behind the safety car Sinker for the next lap. This is now going to hurt him so bad. Oh, no, safety car's let him go. So he's actually able to come past the safety car.
Okay. All right, so he's
safety car's coming back
King
past.
has gone provisionally up the front. No, Daniel Byrne stayed out still. He's still out there.
Yeah, but the safety car's actually, he's let the safety car back past him.
Okay.
So he's lined up in behind it. So that means now Scotty Barton's going to be provisional leader of this race because Byrne is going to need a pit stop here.
Yep.
Oh, you hate to see it for Daniel Byrne.
Everyone just going in the pits like crazy.
I'm not surprised, to be honest with you. I mean,
you have stayed out. There's a few that have chosen to stay out. Look at this.
They have, because they're probably trying to get to the halfway point. To, I mean, they can get home from here because of the amount of fuel they'd need, but they're obviously maybe expecting another one, seeing as safety cars can breed safety cars.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, this could be a way of Jamie getting into... it's just getting a feel for the surroundings a bit more in his car and to get his battles just a little bit cleaner.
Well, the drivers who have not pit Sinker under that safety car include Kevin Wakefield, Martin Lipsky, Josh King, and Daniel Byrne, although Wakefield has had a pit stop. He came in on lap 7.
Yep.
You got to have it to run out of it to begin with, Jack Oz. No, but no, that was a big moment though. At one, to be fair, a lot of people have done that before. I've done it before.
Numbers are still going up. 22 viewing tonight. Thank you all for coming and join us. Please like and subscribe, and hit the notification button. And like it.
Well, where can we see this going from here, though, Sinker? Because Byrne now leads the way, but he needs a pit stop. So does Josh King. If we were to get more safety cars, they could get a no stop done. Yeah, if we get more safety cars, they could get a no stop done, as King has conceded and pulled into the pits. Unfortunately for him, he's going to end up all the way back around about where Dean is, back in P18 at the moment. So he's now going to drop a heap of spots. But yeah. Barton's the one in the hot seat. He's on strategy. He can get home from here. And he's going to have a massive advantage now over Daniel Byrne, who may have just thrown away.
Wave around now.
Yeah. He may have just thrown away a race win.
Let's see how far Josh's going to drop all the way to the back. I've done this so many times where I've not followed the group in, and it's just destroyed my race.
It's just better to, honestly. Now, whether Daniel was in the position to actually come into pit lane once they called the safety car is another story. He might have been a little bit too far. Like, he might have been right on the pit entry as they called it, and he couldn't commit to it. But you got to feel for him at the moment off the back of that. He'll be absolutely swearing at himself for not coming in. I mean, maybe he should have been let past the safety car, since he did actually pass it on the pit exit, but it's one of those things. That's racing, isn't it?
Yeah. Look, either way, it was bad timing. It was either way, he was going to be screwed. If he stayed out, like he did, or if he went in for the next lap, he would have been down all those positions either way. It's just one of those things. He just needs to hope for another safety car.
Well, even if he gets one, I don't think it's going to help him, because he's not going to be gapped
unless it
out
happens
enough.
Straight away.
Yeah. And it includes the cars that are in behind him, because he's not going to be able to build up enough gap now to actually get the advantage off it, unfortunately. He's just going to have to hope that his teammate can get past Scott Barton and hold him up a little bit.
Sorry, I'm laughing because I just heard the crack up on the day. Greg Johnson is obviously his teammate is driving the safety car, Greg Leake, and Greg Johnson has asked if that mobility scooter at the front is a second gear. Being the safety car, that is.
Now the question is if it starts smoking from the rear, is it leaky or is it the car? That's the real question.
Yeah. Safety car's doing one more lap.
Yep. Very good.
Gallo's got himself the fastest lap tonight, a 1:23.346. That is an exceptional bit of driving there. I'm pretty sure that was pretty close to what we had in qualies, wasn't it?
The fastest quali time
1:23.0,
I think.
08.
Yeah. Okay.
That's not too bad. That's 4/10 off it.
And we wouldn't expect them to get quali pace in racing conditions, unless they had a tow, of course. But
in quali mode, that would have been third place. So it's not bad. Not bad at all.
Well, I believe that was where he actually did qualify for the race. So that's about where his pace is, it seems.
Yeah. Yep.
So he's actually matched his pace in the race, which is quite impressive, as Davis is really swerving out in the line there.
Yeah.
Not doing anything abrupt as of yet. Obviously, I just need to be careful with how they're driving in the traffic, but just trying to keep those tyres warm. Here.
Safety car will be in this lap. I tell you what, how hard it is to get that Shannon's logo across all those panels.
I feel like it would be just as hard to do it on the Corvette.
It literally, the pieces just do not line up there. That one logo is literally 8 pieces on one side, and going in, and they're not even close to each other on the bloody on the panel work. It's just crazy. Yeah.
They're just all over the shop. So safety car in this lap. Daniel Byrne will have control of the field. Season 3 kicks off for Supercars Brad on the
It's the 15th of July.
16th of July, I think. Tuesday the 16th.
Yeah, I think
believe
that's what
it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Tuesday the 16th. That's the first round for Tuesday.
The first Sunday is which is our last race of the round. He's on the 21st of July.
Yeah.
So it's that week before. So we've got Daytona round 1, Monza round 2, Imola round 3, Spa Grand Prix circuit, round 4, round 5 is Fuji, round 6 is Sandown, round 8 is Oran Park, round 9 is Bathurst, and the final round 9 is Road America. That's our lineup for the V8s this season. That's for the Tuesday night and the Sunday night.
For the F3s next season, a big championship to come for that one, of course. The calendar for that, safety car pulls away, is the Hungaroring for another F1 Shadow Round, Spa for another F1 Shadow Round, Misano, Donington, Mosport, Zandvoort for a F1 Shadow Round, Monza for an F1 Shadow Round, Brands Hatch, and then Sebring to round out the season for the F3. So going to be a big championship to come.
Daniel Byrne's got control of the field.
He does, and I reckon he's going to try and hold them all the way up to the line. He has done, and he's gone. And he would have told his teammate as soon as he was on the gas when he was going, of course, so they cannot pass until the control line. Being the start-finish line here at Red Bull Ring.
Clean. Very fast, nice and clean. Everyone's really close.
Oh, you say that? There's been a crash in the background, Sinker, between Gander and Ratcliffe.
I just heard Ratcliffe call it in. Scotty Buttian is making a go here. He's taking the inside lane. He's got a bit of overlap. He's having a bit of pace through there. He's going to have him down the bottom of the hill by the look of it. These guys are 2x2. Well, he's tucked back in behind him. Just made a gap between himself and the Carlin teammate of Daniel Byrne, Mr. David Gallo. He's tucking it on the inside. He's dived right in. Will he hold it all the way through? The hard bit here is keeping momentum going and pace.
So I just had a look back at that incident, Singer. It looked like that Gander's actually turned in on Wakefield, on Ratcliffe mid-corner, and that's what's then caused the spin. Their two tyres coming together as the battle at the front of the field is continuing on. We're going to go on board here with David Gallo as Byrne and Barton are battling this out. They are side by side at the moment. They're not giving anything up. If the championship's like this... Oh, they're going to come in together and Barton to be spun round!
He's rotated.
Gallo's had to take avoiding action, and all of a sudden, Jamie Davis is up into P2 on the road.
Oh, Bartian's called that in. I'm not sure if there was tagged or if he lost it on his own. We'll have to look at it and see. But that was so close. That was a great battle. They were 2x2 for like nearly a whole lap then.
So we're going to go on board with Scotty Barton. Oh, yeah, they've had a bit of a tag. So we'll just go back and get a better look at it.
Oh, there was a touch.
There was.
There was a touch. Oh.
So we can see they come through into the final corner. Barton's on the inside line. Burns then turned in. And there's just been the slightest of touches, and that's what spun Barton around. We'll see what race control say about it. They're going to have the call.
Yeah, Burns just Burns lost the rear. Oh, it looks like he's just tagged him. Tagged him. Didn't take much at all. Oh, my God.
So if he were to get a penalty, this would pretty much be race over for Daniel Byrne, who needs the pit stop. And it would mean that Jamie Davis is now provisional leader of this race, with David Gallo in behind him, as well as Darren Fahey, as they look to battle on up towards the front of the field. Gowans has now gotten past Tyler Sheaf. Sheaf is back where he started this race in P6 and leading the Pro-Am class at the moment. Rosanita currently leads the amateurs back in P8 at the moment.
Battles are all over the place, man. Seriously, this has not gapped out. We are in the 25-minute mark. That safety car's brought everyone together again. And from Rosanita all the way down, a couple of tenths. There is not much in it at all. And you can see them all coming down the back straight now. Just a couple of tenths apart. It's a big, big tail. And then we've got Kevin Wakefield's in the pit. Jack Anderson's in the pit. Scotty Barty, and that cost him 9 places, that did.
Unfortunately for Anderson, his damage is actually unrepairable from turn 1, so he will not be rejoining the circuit here tonight.
Are you racing in your team tonight?
He's in his team, not my
his
team.
Oh, you know what? His team doesn't have the budget your team has. They couldn't afford the repairs, mate. They've told him, look, we're going to have to wait till next week. Get him a new chassis.
He fits the bill. I fit my own bill for my team.
Scotty Bartian's in the pit. Has he called it quits for the night?
He may have. I don't know if he's going to be able to get back out on track.
No, he's had a splash. He's had a bit of a repair, and off he goes. That's his second one. We've still got Daniel Byrne who's got a pit. We are currently sitting on, what lap is it?
I'm about to be able to tell you, as I saw that Barton actually said he had another incident. Oh, he did. He had one with Wakefield off the back of that, off his rejoin. Well, he may not. He may not be the only one with a penalty to come. It may be Barton who also could get one off that rejoin. Yeah, possibly.
He wasn't, I don't know.
Oh, we'll have to wait until race control say about it, of course. Who was at fault for that one? But Barton, what a strong run he had tonight. Good chunk of points in the first race, and it's just all gone sideways in the second.
Yeah, definitely. I'll tell you what, though, the battle up front is starting to get there, because Darren Fahey, he has got past Jamie Davis somewhat time ago, but him and Jamie are pace for pace pretty much. Their last lap, 24.739, 24.710. Unbelievable.
They're keeping it super, super close at the moment, which is great to see. The whole of the from P2 back to P6 are all separated by less than 2 seconds at the moment. Then it's another 1.3 seconds back to Tyler Sheaf in P7 at this stage. The top 6 are made up of all pros, except for Scotty Barton, who's back in P19 after having that incident on a couple of laps ago. So,
you know what we're going to see for season 3, mate?
What are we going to see?
We're going to see a variety of winners.
I think so.
We are going to see a variety of winners. I can see.
Well, we had a variety of winners last season. We had Alan Dawson, who got his first win. We had Dave Roberts, who got his first win and won the championship. We had Marcus Konitska. We had De Bono. We had Daniel Byrne. David Gallo, ironically, was the only one of the top drivers to never actually take a race win all season and nearly won the championship like that. Shane Ratcliffe's had a moment in the background as well, all on his lonesome, it seems. He's down through the final corner, similarly to where he did it last race. Oh, way wide. Very lucky not to hit the wall off that. As Sheaf, he's also had an off track. He's now dropping some spots and is now slotted in behind Callan Hodgkinson, and is now P2 in class and has lost the lead for the Pro-Ams here in race number 2. But he is currently winning the round for them at the moment, Sinker.
Greg Josh has just called something in. Scotty Bartian, black flag for his re-entry. Russell Gander got a black flag as well.
Daniel Byrne cop anything?
That was it. There was no further action called on the incident between Scotty and
Daniel.
Ooh. Yeah, Daniel. One of them, I think, by the sounds of it, in the description of the report, that Scotty'd moved a little bit out and he'd moved also a little bit in, so there was equal movement. Therefore, it was no further action.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
As Gallo is still battling it on here with Jamie Davis. They've got Gowans, Konitska and Hodgkinson in behind them, as well as Ross Anita, who's currently chasing this down alongside Sheafy at the moment. Ferguson's also on the back of the battle, as well as Verney. So a couple of nice little battle packs now at the back end of the top 10. That's where all the close stuff is, and we love to see it as Hodgkinson goes forward.
2 by 2 there from Davis. He's having a good old sniff at the back there.
Not giving anything up at the moment for P4 on the road. With Davis in P3, Gowans and Konitska want to try and take advantage as well. But he's going to be all about team.
These boys are just going for it. Oh, he's got him on the inside. Smart move to let him go. Fight for another day. Is that Gowans behind him? No.
It is. It is Gowans and Konitska as well.
Quiet mover tonight. up 15 places. Darren Fahey. I want to see Darren Fahey drive like this through the season. This is Darren Fahey staying out of trouble, driving clean. He's got himself up in the second place. 17 places. Well done.
He's done absolutely exceptionally as Konitska looks to get this move done now on Gowans. For P5 on the road down the inside and behind the battle of Davis and Gallo. Up towards turn 3. Gallo holds him off. Konitska gets it done down the inside of Gowans. Oh, it is just heating up at the moment as Sheafy spun it round at turn 3. He's now dropped outside of the top 10 and out of contention for that class win at the moment with less than...
Oh, look at this 4 wide go down the bottom here. Davis on the outside, Gallo on the inside. Then you've got Gowans on the inside of... Who's that? Konitska. Konitska swapped it. Davis has still got Gallo.
2 by 2 into the bottle opener section of this track. Davis gets it done down the inside. Gallo's not looking to give anything up though as of yet. Looks for the switchback, has to let him go into that corner, although as he risked running it out into the sand trap in the background. As Ferguson and Verney have had contact in the bottle opener section of this circuit as well. We'll get a replay happening of this one. How has this happened between them? So Verney's in behind Ferguson. Oh, Ferguson already had a bit of a lose, and then they had it coming together. So it's all started up once again. I said Sheafy was out of contention, but all of a sudden he's back on the podium for the Pro-Ams.
Nathan Varney is one of the unluckiest drivers I've seen driving in SRW, mate. He has that happen to him so often, it's ridiculous.
Well, he's also just had a spin at the final corner and had to keep going, but now he's
Jamie Davis has gone wide. He's gone wide. He's let Gallo get away, and he's got Marcus Knitzer on the inside of him, putting really fine. Will Davis be able to hold momentum on the outside of this curve down a hill? Oh, Gallo. And there's Gowans tucked in behind them as well.
Oh, they've had contact!
They've had contact!
Massive contact. That's Davis out of the race. Same with Konitska. Gowans looks ahead. That was absolutely... And Konitska found the door to the Shadow Realm as well.
I think who was the other car?
It was Konitska and Davis. So Konitska's on the inside.
Over the fence?
Oh, yeah, I
think Konitska flew over the fence.
Yeah, he found the Shadow Realm door.
Yeah. And Davis is there, gone. He was sitting in, 5th place or something like that. Not too bad.
He was.
Gallo and Gowans is gone. They've gone on their own merry way now and making their way through. Daniel Byrne still has not pitted.
He has, and he's probably trying to go for the one stop at this stage.
Well, at the moment, he has got... Look, if he... what's the gaps there? He's still going to drop a fair way down.
He will. He'd go back to at least P13 on the road. As Davis is still parked up, so they've not given him the tow just yet, but I'm assuming they're going to give it to him shortly.
That is unreal. Safety car has been called.
Okay, very interesting.
Oh, it's Daniel Byrne. Where's Daniel Byrne?
He'd have to pit. He's 1.7. Actually, no, he's 1.7 ahead of Fahey. He may actually get away with this.
I've got him on the bottom screen. Daniel Byrne on the bottom screen. So he's just coming down the bottom of the hill now. So he's going to duck in there as quick as he can. What's his gap to the drivers behind him? He's got 189 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2. He's still going to drop down 10 places, but he might be able to find his way back.
He may get away. No, he's had to bring it in. He's brought it in.
No, he would have had to 100%.
As the safety car is called, Byrne is now in the pits. How far will he now drop down the order? Fahey's already gotten past him and into the lead of the race. He'll sit behind the safety car.
Will the pit close while he's there?
No, it won't, because the whole train's not going to come past him whilst he's in pits, so he'll be fine. It's only whenever there's cars in behind the actual safety car, that's when it closes.
Yep.
So he's coming out now. He's going to come out around about Rossini and Tyler Steve. She hasn't actually lost out too badly there. He's gone to the back of the top 5 and is now separating Rossonita to Hodgkinson.
Done well. He's done really well. He's got himself in a good fighting position.
Oh, there's been contact under safety car, with Rossonita and Lipsky in the background. Lap traffic. He was trying to let them go, but they're under safety car. He doesn't need to let them go.
What was that about?
So they've come up the hill. Lipsky's then going slow. Oh, and they've had to avoid him. He's going ultra slow. I don't know if you can put that on anyone else other than Martin there. He's gone way too slow into that corner. Because he's obviously trying to let them pass because he has blue flags, but I don't know if you can pin that on anyone else other than him. And he's actually in the wall. He's going to need a tow.
He doesn't realise that he's on the blue flag. He doesn't need to move.
Yeah, because we're under safety car.
Yeah. Who was the car?
Martin Lipsky.
Oh, okay. I think that's just a rule error. He just doesn't up with the rules. That's unfortunate.
Because, yeah, like, I don't know. I don't think you can pin that on Callum. Like, he had nowhere to go. Sorry, he had nowhere to go at that point.
Okay, so Knizka and Davis, that was a whole heap of net code from what we've just heard.
Yep.
Yeah, he said if it wasn't for the red code, you guys still would have been racing. So there wasn't like it was net code and there would have been a contact anyway.
Yeah, it was just one of those things that happened.
It's been a busy night for young Adam Hughes. He usually on a Wednesday night is Greg Barber, but Greg's got some stuff on tonight with the family, and Adam stepped up tonight to look after the boys for tonight as a fill-in, and he's been putting the hard yards in tonight. That's for sure.
He's not been given easy work for a Wednesday night off season.
No, not at all. Usually this Wednesday night's a bit of a treat.
So Lipsky's been given his toe as well, so he's been sent back to pits. I don't know if he's going to end up back out on track.
Yeah, he hasn't been able to complete all the waiver rounds, I believe, and we've got 2 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say they've called a safety car.
Yeah.
We've got 2 minutes left. Are we even going to get a lap in?
Look, you probably will because the safety car will go in pretty quickly, but you know. Yep, safety car is going to 110.
Yeah, it'd have to because we have to be able to get round to the line before the time
Darren
is up.
Fahey is in the box seat, mate. Darren Fahey, David Gallo, Dougie Gowans.
Well, it's going to be...
Have a look at that. Callum Hodgkinson in 4th place. Done really well for someone who started in the reverse top 10. Done a great job. Daniel Byrne, unfortunately, he's missed that pit entrance. Otherwise, he'd be at the top of the point at the moment. Callum Rosenberg, very good race tonight. Tyler Sheaf, great effort. Dean Sinkovic up 8 places in 8th place. Top 10 finish for Dean. Well done. Gordon McCulloch in 9th. Dropped down a few because of the reverse grid, but that's expected. Nathan Varney, great job. Josh King, Jordan Ferguson, Greg Johnson. Jordan Ferguson, your mate's done a really good job, mate. Up 10 places.
He's done well, even though he's had a couple of moments in this race. He's still going on strong at the moment. I've also noticed that the top 10 has got all 3 podiums in it at the moment, Sinker, for Pro-Am and Amateur at this stage. In fact, Pro-Am is the most spread out in there, and Burns also in there as well as an outside off his podium. But safety car should be coming in this lap. We have got 20 seconds. I don't think we're actually going to make the line, Sinker. I think we're going to time out.
I think we'll do one more lap.
No, it's going to time out. They've got 10 seconds to make the line. Fahey's going to make the line in 5 seconds. The race is going to be over. The safety car, I'm sorry, the safety car shouldn't have been called. We're ending under safety car.
Oh well, it's called. It's up to the stewards. If they see an issue to call, they've got to call it.
No, that's right. But they're going to come round.
Green flag. They're racing.
Are they going to get the extra lap?
I don't know. We'll see.
To be fair, they've been given the extra lap because they were under safety car. It's white flag.
There you go.
So it is a white flag lap
going on.
That's fine then. As Burns gotten past Hodgkinson in the background, as he looks to chase down Doug Gowans. So I retract my statement. We at least do get the 1 lap sprint to the end. Hodgkinson
and Wakefield switching in the back.
McCulloch as well.
McCulloch already.
So the battles are continuing on.
Yep. Nice and clean. Everyone stayed true. There's a bit of switching going on. Ferguson's past Josh King, swapping across there.
as they look up to the end of this race, the end of this lap. It's been a wild one, Sinker. You were wrong with your predictions with 0. I was wrong with 4. But I was right that we'd get 2 in the second race. I'll claim that. As Fahey and Gallo continue on at the front of the field, it looks to be a little bit set in stone at the moment for the final lap of this race. We've got extra time here in the feature here tonight due to the safety car.
Is that the white flag that went?
It was the white flag, so this is the final lap.
Yeah, good,
so
good.
Fahey's going to come round up towards the final couple of corners. He survived the run on the last lap, sprint to the end. Round the final corner he comes. He's going to get the checkered flag from Barney. Darren Fahey's going to take the win over David Gallo, Doug Gowans and Daniel Byrne drag race the line. They just get it. Hodgkinson gets P1 for the Pro-Am.
That was 0.06 of a second. He crossed behind.
It was ridiculous.
Doug Gowans then.
Hodgkinson and Rosanita take the Pro-Am and Am honours here tonight. Sheafy, a double top 10 for him here. Shakosane didn't think there would be so many
crazy.
black cars.
What a great night tonight.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Biggest mover tonight. Well, who's the biggest mover? Dougie Gowans.
Darren Fahey's up 18.
18.
Yep.
Wow.
What a race. Unbelievable. I don't mind that the safety car was called with 5 minutes to go because we at least got the 1 lap sprint in. It was super close. I thought we weren't going to get it, but we at least got that last lap because the white flag had not been waved yet. So they've done well. Oh, I know why it wasn't waved, Sinker. Because they would have crossed the line with more than the average lap to go. So it would have thought that they have 1 lap left, and then they have to wave the white before the checkered. So, but it was a great race nonetheless. As we bring up our results for you now. For the feature race, it was Darren Fahey to David Gallo and Doug Gowans. In the top 3 of tonight's race, Daniel Byrne P4 with Callum Hodgkinson in P5 and P1 for the Pro-Ams. Callum Rosanita will then finish out P6 for the amateurs here tonight. So all of our chats we get to have are all in the top 6 with Tyler Sheaf in P2 for the Pro-Ams, P7 on the road ahead of Nathan Verney, who makes up that podium. Gordon McCulloch finishes P2 and P9 on the road here tonight for the amateurs. P10 for Jordan Ferguson ahead of P3 in class. Greg Johnston, who had a great run home there. Kevin Wakefield, Scotty Barton, Dean Sinkovic, Josh King make up the top 15 with Russell Gander, Shane Ratcliffe, Jamie Davis, Martin Lipsky in behind them with Marcus Knitska, Jack Anderson and Matt Tessiero making up the grid here tonight. It was a great run home for...
That was pretty awesome for a Wednesday night. And... if you had nothing to do tonight, that was a great way to start the weekend, start the racing week, I should say.
A racing night that's off-season as well.
Yeah, 100%. That was just drivers everywhere having fun. It was, mate. I'm glad I came in tonight. I felt sorry for our boy because he's sick tonight, but gave me the opportunity to come in, have a bit of a gander and a bit of a check out, see how things are going in the series, and yeah, loved it every second of it.
Well, it's been hotly contested all throughout last season, ever since we changed cars, Sinker. I think this has actually been a car change for the better. Both me and Cowie agree. We've had some incredible racing off the back of it, and not just that, we've had some incredible chaotic moments, which both me and Cowie love. But it has led to some immense action, and it's been absolutely incredible. So I'm so glad we were able to get this this car change done and finalised as well. As we'll pick a bit of a better moment for the B-roll. Actually, we will go with this one for now, and we'll change cars. We've got both Callum Rosanita and Callan Hodgkinson in the green room. We will drag them in just a moment's notice here, starting with Callum. Mr. Rosanita, P1 for the amateurs. You unfortunately missed out on that championship last season in the final race, but you start off strong in the in-between season running of the F1 Shadow Series by getting yourself a class win here tonight. Does that keep your momentum and your ego going into next season and help keep you confident going into next season, hopefully trying to challenge for that amateur championship now without Tim in your class?
Ego, yep. Consistency, hopefully.
Well, I think that's what I think is actually going to help pay your dividends, and that's what paid the dividends of a lot of drivers last season was, in fact, that consistency. It wasn't necessarily those who may have gotten some spectacular finishes inside the 10 and then a couple of poor finishes. It was always the ones who were consistently up around P10 or below all season. How was it feeling out there, Red Bull? Obviously, it seemed to be a bit of a cold track tonight. There was supposed to be some rain, but we never really got any. And then also the chaos that ensued in between. Was it a little bit like survival of the fittest for you in the car?
I managed to sort of stay clean for most of it, but right at the start of the feature, I got sandwiched going into turn 1, and I pretty much drove until the pit stop with the wheel left hand down the whole way. Fortunately, there was no aero damage, so I was on pace, but like the car was shocking on turn in. The car just didn't want to turn in, so I had to really fight it into the left-hand corners. Fortunately, there's only the two of them, but like it wasn't great. But I just sort of held in, and I'm lucky that the car stayed together, and I'm lucky I sort of avoided the rest of the carnage, I guess.
Well, mate, it was a great run for you last season, and you continued that run into tonight. How are you feeling going into Silverstone next week with, what is our final round before a week break and in towards season 3?
Well, fingers crossed. But yeah, no, I feel good.
Well, that's good to hear, mate. Well, let us know helps get you out on track. Anyone else you want to give a shout out to as well? And for myself and Sinker, big congratulations on your class win tonight and your top 10 finish in the second race.
Thank you. Great work, mate. Thanks to you guys for doing the commentary on that, and thanks to SRW for putting the show on, and my parents for watching, and yeah, thanks to the boys at Triple F that give me some coaching occasionally. Thank you.
Very good, mate. It seems to be paying off, so hopefully this run continues into next season.
Fingers crossed.
All right, mate. Best of luck next week.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. All right, we will drag in our Mr. Callan Hodgkinson from Blackout OPR. Mr. Hodgkinson, it seems that both the Pro-Ams and the amateurs, we get to speak to both the drivers who missed out on the championship last season, but you backed up your run with a class win here tonight. How are you feeling after tonight's race and after just losing it at the end of the race last season to Sam?
Yeah, it was. Thanks, guys. It was a good. I got through tonight, but yeah, it was a bit disappointing last week. I had it there and I made my own mistake and let it slip, but it is what it is. But yeah, tonight I did the same thing. I made another mistake tonight. I managed to sort of claw it back, and then Tyler made a mistake towards the end there. The safety car sort of helped out at the end. Yeah, it was good to back it up, I suppose. So always happy with that.
Yeah, for a shadow night, was it the racing seemed pretty intense, Cal? It's Steve here. How fun was it out there?
Yeah, hey Steve. Yeah, it was good, man. Always fun night in these cars. Yeah, it's always a couple of corners at Red Bull Ring that just create some drama and some excitement for the stream, but if you can get through it all, you end up with a good result, which I'm happy with tonight.
Excellent, mate.
It's a deceivingly difficult track, isn't it, Sinker? It caught quite a few drivers out tonight during the race. How was it dealing with that carnage? Mate. What was that, sorry?
There's some hidden gems in this track. Some few corners that are really tough along than they look.
Yeah. Cal, how was it tonight dealing with that chaos? Obviously, you got caught up in a couple of incidents yourself, but also just trying to deal with, like, how was the field actually driving around you tonight? Were you feeling comfortable out there around this field, or did it feel a little bit chaotic still at some parts of the race?
No, it was pretty good. Like the hairpin usually brings a bit of carnage, so I was pretty comfy around there tonight, and everyone was racing real respectful tonight, which they usually do. But it wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. The safety cars helped, and yeah, so I was pretty happy with it.
Well, mate,
I was impressed with Tyler. Was quick tonight, so he hit me on my toes.
Well, we're glad that could keep on top of you tonight. Silverstone next week before a week's break. How are you feeling going into that one?
Always going with confidence, but I don't like that track very well much, so we'll see how that goes.
Oh, mate, hopefully you can pull it all together once again. Who helps you and Blackout OPR get on track? Anyone else you want to give our shout out to as well, mate? And for myself and Sinker, big congratulations on your Pro-Am class win here at Red Bull Ring.
A big shout out to simrigs.com, Farmerson Bakery, Distraction Sim Supply, Shunt Scenery, and DSM Painting and Decorating. And thanks to you guys and SIW. Cheers.
Very good, mate. Best of luck next week at Silverstone. If we don't get a chance to speak to you, best of luck into Season 3 as well.
Thanks, boys.
Cheers, Cal. Take care, mate.
Cheers.
All right, we'll get in our P3 and Dougie. Now, we don't have our pro winner here tonight, Sinker, but we have got Mr.
I'm not
Gowans.
surprised.
Hello,
Mr.
guys.
Fahey just run away from the phone.
Yeah, he must have.
Oh, look, I think he's pulling a Swifty. I'm pretty sure he's got a mic. He might be scared to chat.
Yeah, he's a bit soft like.
So Dougie, how was it? How was it to finally get back out in the F3 after a week of R&D and enjoying some cocktails away?
Very, very much enjoyed it. Absolutely, very much enjoyed it. Nice to get back into it.
Mate, we loved having you back out on track once again. We love seeing how you can do in these things. No Dylan this week, though, after the absolute heartbreak he would have felt last week at Catalunya.
Look, he was pretty gutted, of course, and it was looking really well. And to be honest, he was really only just holding position there. But unfortunately, it was quite a significant net code, and that's the way it goes sometimes. So, he's pulled himself up and he's ready to go again next season.
Well, mate,
Nice to hear, mate.
Let's
Nice to
talk
hear.
about you for a second. How are you feeling going into next season?
Oh, I'm wrapped. I can't wait for it. I can't. I love my racing. I love getting here with the boys and just doing the best that I can. It's
Dougie,
really fun
Dougie,
guys there.
admit it. You're not looking forward to the season. You're looking forward to the championship race.
I've got to make the top 20 first, Steve. That's never a given.
For those of you who don't know, Dougie Gowans, which is Guns Out Gowans in our world, in my world, is as an avid open wheel fan, and he tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Cinco," he goes, "let's have a bit of a chinwag about doing something really special," and it's something that me and Dean spoke about at other levels, but we never really got around to it. And Dougie pushed all the right buttons and got myself and the boys from Gentlemen Sim Racing Club together. And we are in some advanced conversations. Everyone knows we're going to be racing in September for the Australian Championship of the Open Wheelers. And it's going to be absolutely spectacular. I can't wait.
Oh, neither can I, and I'm very grateful to Dean, for taking this idea on board and running with it. And also Josh and Joe from Gentlemen Sim Club. They were just keen for it to happen as well. And, I honestly couldn't have anything better than two leagues having a battle at the end of the season, top 20 drivers, on track, just going for it. I mean, bring it on. I don't know if my heart will be able to handle it, Steve.
Well, Dougie, how was it? How was it tonight? Out on track, you were back after a week break, and all of a sudden, Mr. Sheaf doesn't have a Velocity SimLabs paint on his car. What was going through your mind with that one?
Oh, we gave him the boot. No, look, I mean, Sheafy has some things happening with his life in regards to uni and soccer training and all that type of stuff, and and he just couldn't attend training, and he didn't want to feel like he was letting the team down on a regular basis, so he just wanted to step away to just have a bit more of a relaxed approach to his racing, and geez, it seemed to work. He was fantastic tonight, wasn't he? I was pretty sure someone else was driving the car.
Yeah, well, he has got some Camus C5 equipment he got off SRW through the store for you boys.
Yeah,
you helped him get it, and now he's gone racing somewhere else.
Well, that's true, isn't it? Yeah, we all put a donation in, he gets the equipment, and off he goes. Good on him. Oh, look, we all have a soft spot for Tyler. He's one of the nicest fellas out there, and I only wish him the best in his racing and his university studies.
He's a good egg. People that are out there watching, you have no idea how close the community of SRW is on our Facebook, in our Discord, in the drivers on track. It is unbelievable. The amount of people that will help each other is next level. Everyone really goes out of their way to help each other, which is spectacular.
That's correct, yeah. And even if we don't hear from a teammate for a few days, we'll send a message off and say, hey, you going okay, you're all right. And, we all follow up on each other's, lives and making sure it's going well with them, help them out when need be. It's just a wonderful atmosphere.
And most of us haven't even met each other in real world.
No, God, no. I mean, look, the only thing I know about Dylan is he's got 9 toes and a big nose, but that's about it. The other guys, I know Shane's a pathologist down in Victoria. Sammy's, I think he helps look after his mum. Tyler does his uni studies. Marty He's just gotten out of the Air Force. He lives over in West Australia. Now, Marty's an old school friend of mine. We actually went to school together.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's right. So it was
There
good to
you
bring
go.
him into the team. But yeah, it's close knit.
Yeah, it is amazing when I meet drivers out in the real world with like at the trade shows and things like that, and it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah,
it's good.
I'd love to go to New Zealand actually and visit Matty and check out his old Datsun. You should see it. It's a cracker.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a beauty. It's a beauty.
Well, you never know, mate. You never know.
Yeah, maybe one day.
Yeah.
But in regards to the racing tonight, race 1 didn't go as planned. Had a little bit coming together with Marcus. I don't think there was any behalf there. It's just one of those things, I guess. But yeah, put me right back in the field and just try to be as careful as I could to come back. And yeah, pretty rapt to be back up on 3.
Great effort, mate. Absolutely stellar effort. Who gets velocity on track, mate?
Oh, well, Velocity Sim lads, of course, the boys. You can't go without saying, with those guys. I think it says it all the time in practice that we put in at starting the show on track. Sammy Pro last season, wonderful. You guys, your sponsors. I love watching the racing back and carry on. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Legend, mate. Legend. See you on track next week for Spa, I believe.
Silverstone, mate.
Silverstone. Corrected.
God. I was looking forward to
Spa's not till round 2 of season 3, so
yeah, I'm not a fan of Silverstone. I find it boring. I do. Anyway, all right, guys. Thank you very much.
Take care, mate.
Someone else to talk to.
All the best, mate. Take care of yourself.
See you, fellas. Bye-bye.
Cheers.
All right. Mr. Gallo, who, again, we get to speak to another driver who just missed out on their championship last season. You nearly went back-to-back, but you backed it up tonight with a P2 on the road. How are you feeling after everything that has transpired in the last week and a bit?
Evening, gents. It was a pretty up and down, I suppose, season ending there for a few of us. So, but well done to Dave Roberts. Did a ripper job there in the final round there. So, it was good. It was good fun.
Well, mate, how was Red Bull for you? It looked pretty fun out there, didn't it, Sinko?
Oh yeah, for a spectator's view, it was spectacular. Spectacular. It's I'm already seeing. I said to Hamish, I think this season 3, we're going to see a lot of different cars on the top step this season. I don't think it's going to be one way all the way. There's a lot of pace out there.
Yeah, I was just speaking to Dougie, and I was saying it's great to have some of the old names back. Scott, Darren, Phil, back up in the mix. So
yeah,
it's definitely going to be interesting. It's definitely going to throw a spanner in the works with the podiums every week. Should keep it very interesting, I think, week in, week out.
Yeah. You're looking forward to the championship, the big race against Gentleman Sims?
I am actually, yeah. It'd be interesting, the merge of the two leagues. I've watched a couple of their streams, so there's definitely some competition in there. So it's going to be a bit of pressure, I think, from all of us, I think, to get up there and do a great job, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, mate. I can't wait. Well, I can't wait for season 3. If tonight's a snippet of what season 3 is going to be like, I'll tell you what, people out there, family, friends, you better hit the like and subscribe button and the notification so you don't miss the races because they're going to be off the hook.
Well, David, how are you feeling going into next week out at Silverstone? Obviously, Red Bull was a little bit chaotic. Silverstone's almost a 50-50 on whether you're going to get chaos or whether you're going to get a pretty straightforward race. How do you think it's going to go if we get a similar style of racing we got tonight, where the field looked a little bit more patient and just kind of got caught out in some too wide action through a couple of corners?
Yeah, I do enjoy the track. I think me and both Daniel done quite a few laps there, so we do like it. Is it a sprint round as well, is it, or?
No, that would be a regular round because I don't
Regular
believe
round,
Silverstone
yeah,
is a
okay.
sprint. So
Yeah, okay. So, looking forward to it. An hour-long race there. It should be good, but get in the groove of things and see if we can keep it up the front.
Well, mate, hopefully you can. Hopefully you can carry the momentum as well into season 3. How are you guys feeling going into next season after a pretty strong end to season 2? And are you hoping maybe you can find yourself back up on that top step again?
Hopefully, there's a few new. Oh yeah, I won't say new contenders. Some names there which we've seen have been pretty dominant in the past. So it'll be interesting. Hopefully, Daniel's back up there with me. Doesn't miss any rounds, and we don't miss any rounds, and keep it up the pointy end. We'll see how we go.
Well, I must say I was excited for Dave to win as an outside chance to win that championship, but I was so hoping you were going to win it without winning a race all season.
Yeah.
I would have been happy with it with all three of you. If any of you had won, I would have been happy. But I think it would have been really cool if you had won it without winning a race all season. But, well, we'll see if you can pull that off next season with all these fast boys back again.
There we go, yeah.
But let us know who helps get you and Carlin's Motorsport out on track. Anyone else you want to give a shout out to as well, mate, let us know. And for myself and Sinker, big congratulations to you on your P2 on the road here tonight in the feature.
Cool, thanks, guys. So shout out to Carlin's Motorsport, Driver 808, which is Daniel on YouTube and TikTok, Glam Raider, Little Rara, and Eagles Automotive. And hello to my wife, Anna, and my two girls, Valerie and Anthea.
Very good, mate.
Legend.
Well, best of luck next week out at Silverstone. We'll see how you go. And if we don't get a chance to speak to you, best of luck for Season 3.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, mate.
Take care, mate. Well done.
Well, Sinker, thanks for joining me here tonight for a bit of F3 action. Not the regular night that we would be hanging out together. We've done a race in every single series now in like the last season and a half, because we did GTs together in season 1. Of course, we do supercars. We've done F3s twice now, and we've done 8.6s once together as well. So we're collecting all the Infinity Stones of commentary.
We've done everything.
Yeah,
I'll have to pop in and do a Legends night.
Oh, you'll have to come do it. It's before your kid goes to bed as well, so it's a nice early one for you. You can just come and hang out.
Yeah. I might be able to tear it up, and depends if the missus is working from home or not. But yeah, we'll see how we go there. It'd be great if I could get online, but yeah, we'll see. But fantastic night, mate. Thanks for having me in. I'm really looking forward to this Formula 3 season. Even though I'm not driving it, I still watch it. So I'll sit there and get in there, and I'll be telling you guys, mic's up, mic's down, being a pain in the ass like I normally am, but loving the racing. So I think what's going on in the open wheel between us and Gentleman Sim Racing and just the teams in general that come and support F3 and SRW is something really special. And I think it's going to go to a next level next season. So if you're out there and you're a viewer or you're a driver, make sure you tell your family and friends to come watch it. We want to get this to explode, get the viewership it deserves, because at the moment it's lagging a little bit. It just needs everyone to embrace it, and the racing is going to be off the hook this season coming.
Well, it's going to be one that you guys do not want to miss. So be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe, and the bell icon so you are notified anytime we go racing in Season 3 with all 6 of our racing series across 5 nights in the week, including our Tuesday night Warren and Brown Tools V8 Supercars series, the Wednesday Formula 3 Nationals, the Thursday night Shannon's Insurance Toyota GR86 Nationals, the Friday evening Legends World Challenge, as well as the Friday night Warren and Brown Tools GTD series. Then ending out our racing week, our Warren and Brown Tools V8 Supercars Championship, all coming your way beginning on July 16th, that being Tuesday, for the first round of the V8 Supercars series. For myself, Hamish Munro and Steve Sinkovic, a big thank you to all of our series sponsors, including our title sponsors, Shannon's Insurance and Warren and Brown Tools, as well as our other sponsors in Grim Industries, the home of the V8 Coffee Table, where you can find it on Top Gear Australia, as well as Shunt Scenery, NeuroPower, and DSL Rail Services as well. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Shannon's Insurance Formula 1 Shadow Series here on SRW TV. We'll see you guys next week for round 12 out at Silverstone. But until then, stay safe, drive hard, and as always, bye for now.
Almost the same situation. Better contact going down the hill. Sam Noble wants to sniff on Dave Coleman now. Sam Noble bottle right now because tell you what, Bruce Tanak